Hello, and hopefully, welcome back to the channel. And if not, the subscribe button is right there, and I would appreciate it a ton. Obvious shit aside though, this first part of the video here is gonna just be me without a script, talking about how I feel with the new Noli beta test, for mobile specifically, because I didn't play it on PC. First off, we're gonna go over some few things that aren't fully related to Noli, and more just general things. One, I do like the new maps. I think Pizza Place is a horrible map for Noli, and, well, that's probably why people don't like it too much, if they don't. But, I do think that's going to be a fun map for Edel Killers when it comes out, especially 1X, because there's barely any elevation now. And 2, Tempest, the map you're seeing right now, was a pretty fun time. I like the ambience for this map a lot. The lightning, the purple shading all around, the fog. It doesn't look like the best on this right now because I'm on phone and I can't for the life of me get it to, be better. But I do like both these maps aesthetically, and I do think they play pretty well. And now for Nori themselves, which I have very mixed opinions on, in all honesty. For one, I do appreciate a new killer, no doubt. A new killer is gonna spice Forsaken up, which it desperately needs at this point, I'd say. Because we haven't got an update in like 3 months, I think. I could be wrong, I'm not actually checking that. And then the reason my opinions are mixed on him. The way he plays on mobile is borderline unplayable, I'd say. And it mostly comes down to Void Rush. I'll go over it when I talk about Void Rush in depth, because I think that's the main issue in his kit, at least for mobile. But, otherwise, I do like going against Noli. I do like the idea of a trickster character in this game. I do think it's fun. I do think the fake generator stuff is really fun. And fake dispensers, fake Elliot heals. It makes you pay attention to your team composition, and it doesn't even let you trust your team composition sometimes. And that's really fun. And now for the few things I do like when I play as Noli. 1, Stab. Stab, or the M1, is a really fun M1, and I think it's the most satisfying M1 in the game. Having to, it's very slow, but it's very rewarding when you do hit it. It feels like there's a lot of weight behind the attack when you stab someone, and having to, predict where they're gonna be, a second after you press the button, instead of, most killers, or, yeah, you can predict, but it's not instant. You have to predict, a 2 seconds in advance when you press the button. That's fun. And now for Nova. Probably my favorite ability in the entire game. It's a bit weak in all honesty, but as a 1X main, I do like predicting people, and not just predicting people, using the environment to predict where they're gonna go is really fun with Nova, since, if you don't know, Nova can explode when it hits walls and objects, which pulls them into the wall. Sometimes Nova doesn't work, as you saw right there. I don't know if that was my fault or the game's fault, probably my fault, but I do like Nova a lot. It's a fun ability. I like predicting where they're gonna be. I like predicting how Nova's gonna hit a wall and use the environment around it, like that. And I do think it's just a really fun ability. Absorbent, I don't really care for. It's just a teleport, and it's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's just a teleport. And then we come to the main issue for Nori, at least for mobile. Void Rush simply doesn't work. The ability isn't well explained enough, I'd say, and it doesn't really mesh well with mobile controls, because you have to hold down the button, and to turn you have to, turn your camera, and those are on the same side of the screen, and that doesn't really work, because you can't really hold down a button all that well, and then turn. I do like how the ability is conceptually. I do like hitting someone with the force hit and then choke slamming them afterwards. That's a fun ability, and the speed you get from it, really fun. Sadly, it just doesn't work on mobile. I wish it did, it just doesn't. But I do have ideas to fix that, which I'll go over now, I guess. First off, let's not touch Stab or the M1, because I think that is the best M1 in the game, just off feeling alone. And secondly, Absorbent, we could try to tweak that a bit, but otherwise it is just a teleport, so I don't really care all too much. And now I kind of want to touch up on Nova. I think Nova is a really fun ability. I wish it was a bit stronger and played a bit more into the hallucination thing though. First off, I think 15 is a bit too low for hitting a Nova. I think we could buff that up to 20. It doesn't really change all too much, because it still makes you a free shot after getting hit by it. I just want more damage, because I feel like that'd be more rewarding. And second off is a more of an experimental change for Nova, I'd say. First off, I want it to inflict some level of hallucination. I would say 2, but that does mean that hitting someone after Nova with a Void Rush would be an instant choke slam, and I don't know how free of damage that would be. And if it is too much, I think adding Hallucination 1 would be just fine. Giving you a highlight is probably a good idea for Nova anyway, because I do wish they played a bit more into the Hallucination gimmick, because I think it's a really fun gimmick. I feel like that's what this moveset should be based around. They just don't do enough with it. Like, an idea I have for it, which this isn't Nova related strictly, but I do think it'd be fun at like Hallucination level 2 or something. You can hallucinate Nova projectiles being thrown at you. I think that'd be a fun way to scale the player and lean more into, oh, what is gonna happen, and not trusting if that projectile is real or not. And now for the main issue for mobile, Void Rush. I have a few ideas on how they could fix this. One, make it so you don't have to hold the Void Rush button down by the time you're doing the rush, because I think that could fix the whole toning issue. But if holding the button is something they really want to keep, I do have another idea, and it might be a bit, what's it called, experimental, but I do think it could work. And it's simply to... Now, I'm not saying graphic design is my passion, but either way, I think having Void Rush on the opposite side of the screen is a pretty good idea. That way you can hold down it, and the other side of the screen that you use to control your camera isn't obstructed by it, so it's much easier to control. Anyways, those are mostly just my thoughts about the Noli beta test. I think it's pretty good. I think Noli's Void Rush just needs to be a bit easier to control on mobile, and he will be a pretty good character. I do hope they read more into his hallucination aspect, but if not, that's fine too. I just really hope that Noli comes out soon. And with that, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It would be very appreciated, even if this video obviously wasn't the most well polished. I did want to get it out pretty quickly, because I do have another video that I'll put up on screen now, that I am trying to get out soon, but I just want to get my Noli ideas out first. However, that's it, and I'll leave you with that clip from Mario. See you later.